So the discussion of the day is circling around Rogue and the Necreum Apothecary. If you don't want to hear this, skip ahead to minute 130 and you'll be fine. But if you do, stick around. I think Necreum Apothecary is in a really weird spot because I think it promotes the most oppressive game deck type in the game, being Death Rattle Rogue. But Death Rattle Rogue isn't in tier 1, and it's not even in the top of tier 2. It's like right smack dab in the middle. So I'm not trying to say that the deck is overpowered. It's just oppressive and unfun to play against, because the game can end on turn 3 if they have the coin, or turn 4 if they have a 0-cost card, and there's really nothing you can do about it, and they hard mulligan for it pretty much every time. So there are 4 main schools of thought to solve this. One is just letting it be and seeing where it goes in the meta. If it ends up becoming even more oppressive and super powerful in the meta, they can nerf it. If not, they can just end up leaving it as is. 2, nerfing the Apothecary, because having it 4 mana is kind of cheap, but maybe having it 5 mana makes it too bad. 3rd is nerfing the Warbringer, which is the main card that's abusing this strategy right now and making it like a +2/+2 or a +3/+2, or just making it slightly easier to deal with. And then the 4th one is nerfing something else, like maybe the Necreum Blade, that'll slow down the combo but doesn't directly affect any of the main cards in the combo. So, hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. I would love to hear your guys' opinions, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, playing a little bit of Zoolock, in my opinion, one of the best decks in the game right now, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I think it is a top 3 deck, and not a lot of people are playing it. It's kind of crazy, if I'm to be totally honest. So, turn 1's going to obviously be Flame Imp, and he's probably going to kill it off. I really don't care. Then turn 2 is going to be Coin. Turn 3 is going to be this. Actually, alternatively, I play this instead, because that doesn't necessarily die off. It's a little less pressure, but the minion stays on the board for longer, so I think it's worth it. Anywho, coin Fiendish Rites and then Cultist. Or I could coin Cultist so I have more minions on the board and then just pump them up with their attack anyway, which might actually be smarter. So actually I'm going to do this, especially with the taunt to protect him. It'll force him to have a response to this. It'll force him to have something like Backstab in order to actually deal with the 4/1. By turn 4, I'll be able to draw 3 cards, and this card right here is one of the reasons why it's busted. Obviously, you have the constant invokes, but being able to draw 3 cards for 4 while getting a 5/4 out, and all you have to do is invoke twice, especially considering you have some of the best invoke cards in the game, is absolutely crazy. Like, these cards are nuts in terms of how much pressure they provide. It is true, though, that you don't run the rush guy, so your invoke totals are kind of low, but that's not even that big of a deal, to be quite honest. Even if he triggers his Death Rattle here, I really don't care. I'm going to get so much value out of this, it's not even funny. We're going to go face with a ton of damage and then draw a ton of cards next turn. Like, look at that. How do you deal with that? They don't run Fan of Knives, and even if he plays the Apothecary, like, I still get to apply a lot of pressure. Even if he triggers the Death Rattle. Wait for me! I actually don't even know if he can trigger it. Wait, he can't. Wait. This is really good for me. So instead of drawing cards, I think I'm actually just going to do this. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then Sea Giant, which gets me the most amount of stuff on the board. I don't need to necessarily draw yet. I think getting an 8/8 out there is more important, and then we just blast him in the face. We ignore his minions. These minions don't matter. Sure, he can trade his 1/1 into the 5/1, but that doesn't matter. I have an 8/8 on the board. He's already used his Necreum Blade, so he can't actually play the Apothecary, and just like that, the game's pretty much over. Like, okay, fine. You got me. The game's not over yet. Big whoop. But, like, for the most part, it is. Like, trade this in. How much damage is this in total? I'm able to not quite kill him, but almost. I'll take almost. And then make a copy of this. I'd rather keep the Death Rattle alive, to be quite honest, just because I like having the Death Rattle. If he wipes my board, I get to have him out. And boom, look at this. Look at the massive board I have. I didn't even use one of the best cards in the deck. That's not going to kill everything. That's actually quite surprising that he got that, but a lot of my stuff still ends up living, and I win the game. And just like that, boom, this game stomps. Like, this was the first game I played with this deck, and I just walked over this guy, a Highlander Rogue, which is a top-tier deck. Maybe not, like, top 5, but it's, like, maybe not S-tier, but it's, like, top of A-tier, you know? So, yeah, this deck can beat really good decks. Let's see if it can be another one. I do think that it has a hard time against Galakrond Warrior, though. But we'll get it more into that if we play into that matchup. Okay, so first of all, this is a probable mirror match, and you want a hard mulligan for 1 drop, so that's what I'm doing right now. But I have 2 things that I need to mention. One, I'm going to be mentioning this pretty much every single time, so just bear with me. If you haven't already and you watched this far and you got through an entire game of me, then you probably want to subscribe. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to get subscribers. I'm saying this for your benefit, because if you guys liked me enough to watch this far through and you don't find me annoying, then you might want to hit the subscribe and notification button so you can get more of me in the future. But the next thing that's actually kind of important and is something that I'm trying to do is I'm starting to make subreddits for each class individually, because I think that they might be something people might be... What is happening? Oh, no. Oh, I hate that. Okay. Well, I think it's something that people might be interested in. Because, well, there aren't really any subreddits about it right now, and I think that having the information about a ton of different classes would actually be really, really useful, or at least in my opinion. Like, if I could visit a subreddit specifically for Hunter to look up Hunter decks, or Hunter guides, or cards, or just discussion about it, or Warlock in this case, I would go ahead and do that. So every time I come out with a new class in terms of like what I'm playing, I'm going to be making a subreddit for it until I have all the pieces put together into one amazing group of subreddits. Oh my gosh, that sucks, man. This is actually really annoying. I think I want to play the rights and trade this into that. Honestly, if I draw Galakron now, I'm going to be so set. It's crazy. Holy moly. Like, this is 4 invokes right here. I'm getting kind of lucky with this. But he also got kind of lucky with having the coin scale rider to deal with my knife juggler. I would have been able to have a lot of pressure and get some extra damage in there if he hadn't, but it's fine. I still have a lot of resources. I'm still able to apply a lot of pressure on the board. That's a little upsetting, but again, who really cares, honestly? Snip Snap, I'll do that later. I think I want to play the Shield of Galakron, though, and go face. That'll trade into that, which is nice. And I just need to hope that he doesn't really have much removal, honestly. So, since the first game was super duper quick, I think I'm actually going to end up playing 3. So don't worry about that. Don't worry your pretty little heads. I've got the 3rd game on lock for you guys, just because this one I think I'm going to lose because I wasn't able to apply a lot of pressure early. I didn't have a 1-drop or anything. My 2-drop was killed. My 3-drop was dealt with. So, like, he's been dealing with everything pretty efficiently. Whoa! Why would you do that? You're basically giving me a free Sea Giant. You're basically telling me, like, hey, here you go. Here's a Sea Giant. I'm going to play this and then Sea Giant because I can afford it. And, gonna go face. Gonna make him make the trades here. Because I'm fine with him dealing damage, right? Even if he has, like, Hellfire or the deal 3, he can't kill the 8/8 with these 4 minions. He gets it down to 4, wipes the board, he's left with 1 HP. And that's worst case scenario, right? So, not actually that worried. Next we have the Cultist with getting some lackeys and just developing a board that way. And I think I'm gonna be able to apply enough pressure over enough time to where I should theoretically win the game. Okay, that's fine. Soulfire? Oh no, you lost Malika. Oh my gosh, wait, you actually lost some really important things. Oh my god, wait, are you kidding? Did he really just do that? I don't think that was worth it, my friend. I really don't. I think I'm going to kill the egg instead. I think I'm going to play the egg, kill it with the Evil Genius, and then play this guy later, since he's already used a lot of his cards. Or alternatively, I just do this now. This, I think, applies more pressure immediately, so let's go with that. I think that this just works really, really nicely. I also still have another egg that I can use the Evil Genius on, so this is fine. I'm just hoping he doesn't have, like, another Mortal Coil or anything. We're down to approximately the same number of cards. He lost his Malagos, which, I'm going to be honest, playing Hand Warlock, I've never really thought that it was an important card. If that makes sense. Oh, we want to draw Galakron here. I really do, actually. And then play another egg. Okay, so we are in a pretty decent spot. I don't think I want to play this until he wipes my board again. That's actually fine. Do I kill him with Leroy? Almost, anyway. Like, he kills my 3-4, probably. But I'm trying to think. Wait, what? Do you have Mortal Coil? Oh, you drew Mortal Coil. Okay, I respect that. That's a nice play. I see you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I could just go with triple Snip Snap. I keep changing my plays, but I didn't realize I was on 9 mana, and I think that triple Snip Snap's actually insane. We'll go with big. That deck only really runs one silence, and it's kind of likely that he has it, but not guaranteed, and if he does, he uses his silence on that, and I'm still able to apply a lot of pressure, and I'm able to play Galakron next turn, refill the board if he does wipe my board, so... If I didn't have Galakron, I might have gone 2 and 1, like a 4-6 and a 2-3. But this way, it baits out some removal, and if he does use it on the 6-9, whether it be like hard removal, excuse me, I can just restabilize with Galakron anyway. Oh! That's actually... Okay, fine. Lord Godfrey was a great card to draw right there. Well played indeed. It's fine. I have Galakron. I kill that. No problemo. Do I want to draw one last time or just summon some 1/1s? I think I want to draw one last time, honestly. Get a little bit of extra draw in there. Sea Giant's nice. I'm going to be able to produce a ton of minions, so it'll actually be good here. Kill off the 4/4. Not great, but not terrible options? No, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. They're pretty awful, I'm going to be honest. Oh, that's gross. Like, theoretically, yes, it could be worse. But, I saw that 0-1 and the 2-2, and I was like, oh, man, this was a pretty low roll, wasn't it? Wait, what? Oh, he's going to do the 4 damage? Okay, Dark Skies doesn't wipe my board here. Does he wipe my board now? Or does he have another one? What's happening? He's running lowish on cards too, though, so like theoretically I should still win this game from sheer attrition. Hit this into that. Do I have the damage? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 with this. No, yeah, that's definitely enough damage. I mean, technically not right here, but I have the Grim Rally, and it's enough damage. Grim Rally that. Go face with these, and finish him off. Well played. Another win, another game. No, another game, another win. That's the order that it should have been there. And moving on to the next one. Dude, these starting hands have been nuts with these guys. These guys are so good. Although, this deck does lose to Priest. 100% of the time, this deck loses to Priest. And the reason why is simply because of the fact that, well, let's think about it. Priest has a lot of early game removal, and maybe not early game, but like mid game around, what's it called? Do you know what I'm thinking, though? Around Mass Hysteria time. So, he also has things like Penance and a couple of single target removal spells, which makes this very difficult to deal with. However, we are going to try to apply as much early pressure as we can, because if we are able to apply enough early game pressure to bait out some of the removal, because he doesn't have any card draw, and then I'm able to restabilize the board with like Galakron later on, I should be fine. There's the cheap removal that I was talking about, not actually that big of a deal though, because we just play another one. You just play another one. Then we're going to play one of these, and then we're going to play one of these, and we're just going to blast him in the face over and over and over again. If he wipes this board, we go Voidwalker and Fiendish Rites. This hand was actually incredible. If I was to play against anything and win, it would have been this. You're healing that? This guy's insane! This guy's so smart! Wait, this guy's actually super smart. What the heck? So, if he has Mass Hysteria here, this is a problem. But in a matchup like this, you can't really play around the removal. You kind of just got to commit because you know you're going to lose if the game goes long anyway. So, we're going to go face as hard as possible here. I guess I could have gone with Voidwalker, and it technically would have been slightly smarter of a play because the Voidwalkers wouldn't have killed each other. But this can get me an extra 2 damage on the board the Voidwalker would not have been able to do. And if he doesn't have Mass Hysteria here, then this is a lot of damage, especially considering he didn't get any draw. and he already had 2 removal options. And there's the Albatross. That really doesn't matter to me at all, not even slightly. I have a lot of damage potential here. Oh my gosh, and we have Leroy? Hold on. Wait just a minute. So 1, 2. How much damage can I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 20 damage. But I could also Fiendish Rites and Grim Rally, so I'm gonna do that. But I also want to have the most. Okay. If I do the Fiendish Rites and Grim Rally, I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That would be 26 damage exactly. Wait, we just win the game. We just burst this guy down because he didn't have the removal that turn.
It is finished.
Wait, this guy just conceded. Wow, wait, we just won that game in 3 minutes. Dude, this deck is absolutely insane. Like, and you didn't even get to see. You saw in the second game how this game can this deck can actually go kind of late game, especially with the Galakrond. And although I did get a really good early game hand here, this just shows partially why it's so unstoppable. Like, even if I didn't draw all of those Invoke cards, right, I could have drawn an Egg comboed with an Evil Genius, or an Egg with the Grim Rally that I had, or something later game and gotten a Faceless Corruptor on one of the 1/1 little imps and gotten a ton of value out of that. Like, there's so much I could have done. And even if he had wiped my board there with Mass Hysteria, I think I still would have had a chance because I could have had draw and I could have generated a lot of extra units. So I'm gonna be honest, I think this deck is absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya.